Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy and I'm the keeper of our home here at 4D Farms, where we're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Y'all come on in and see what we're all about, because we want our channel to encourage you and inspire you on your journey. If you see something that you like, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. That helps our channel grow and reach more people. If you want to subscribe, and if you think other people can benefit from our videos, please share them. Y'all, we hope to see you in each and every video, and most of all, thanks for watching. Hey y'all, welcome to 4D Farms. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, and I am in my garden. Y'all, it is finally planting time for us, and today I've just got a few projects I've got to do to get started. We are actually downsizing this year, and we don't have to grow as much because, y'all, last year we had this whole thing full, and we're still eating off of vegetables that we put up last year. So see, every year, do an inventory. We got a little bit of cleanup work to do out of here. It's been a rainy season. We've been on a work trip, and we're home now. Now it's time to get going. And we're still eating vegetables from last year's garden. And we got home and we did an inventory, and I'm like, my husband said, just grow what we're running low of, what we need to replace, or something like that. Because y'all, like I said, last year, y'all, this garden was full of produce, and we literally busted our high knees last year in this garden, putting up food, growing food, working, putting up food, shared with family, shared with friends, shared with neighbors, okay? And this year, it's like, whoo, we actually don't have to grow a lot this year. So this year, we are just focusing on 4 staples. Y'all, those zucchini pickles, I canned either almost 50 or 60 jars of just zucchini pickles last year. I want y'all to know we're almost done with all those pickles. Zucchini pickles. So that's going to be one thing we're growing this year. I just need to replace. I don't need any more zucchini for the freezer to cook with. So the only purpose I'm going to be growing zucchini for this season is to replace our pickles. Those granddaughters and me and other family members is like, these are good. You got to grow some more. So this is what we're doing this year. I'm only going to grow like maybe 6 plants, just enough to restock our zucchini pickles. And then I am going to, if we have like accidentally some that gets left out here and they get a little too big, y'all, I can just fry them up right quick. And there's something else, y'all, I would like to encourage y'all to start trying. I'm fixing to get into, when we have a surplus of stuff that I'm like, you know what, this is not going to fit in the freezer. I don't need any more of this of it. But you know what, this may come in handy later. I'm fixing to start putting our dehydrator to use and dehydrating some. I really would love a freeze dryer, y'all, but those things are so expensive. It's not in my budget right now. So I'm like, I do have a dehydrator though. Hubby uses it for deer jerky, stuff like that, summer sausage. And I'm like, let's put that to use. So if I have like any zucchini, you know, that I'm like, this is not going to fit in the freezer, we've got too much in here to fry up or do something with, I'm going to slice that up and I'm going to start dehydrating it, vacuum seal it into some jars. Or, y'all, I would like to learn how to do zucchini flour. Have y'all heard of that? I'm going to research it, and I may try it just to see what the hype is all about. You dehydrate your zucchini. Then you run it through a grinder or a food processor. You make flour out of it to cook and bake with. Or you can use the powder to like put in soups and stews, some breads, pancakes, waffles. Y'all, there's no taste to it, okay? That's another way to sneak a vegetable in these kids, y'all. Like I said, they'll never know what hit them. So I would like to do some more research on that. Another staple, y'all, that pickled okra. The granddaughters has just about ate every jar of those. So we're growing some more okra. That's just two staples we got to grow so far. We are running low. We're running out of peppers that I do roasting them and canning roasted peppers, and then just slicing up and freezing them, y'all, for cooking purposes. Okay, so peppers is another thing. Then tomatoes. I'm going to get some more tomatoes going this year, just for some little bit more enchilada sauce. We're getting low, okay? My tomato sauce, my pasta sauce. Y'all, I use my spaghetti. It's a pasta. Let's just say tomato sauce, because I use the tomato sauce and I turn around and I make spaghetti with it. It's a pasta sauce. I use it to put on our pizzas as a marinara. Then I turn around and I thin it down just a little bit. Y'all, I will use it to make tomato soup to go with grilled cheese. I need some more enchilada sauce, some salsa, and just some tomatoes, like fresh eating, and maybe just to do some tomatoes to put back on hand, just soups and stews. Or hey, grab those jars, let's make some enchilada sauce right quick, okay? That is the only 4 staples we are having to grow this year in our garden, okay? When I get back inside, I'm going to show y'all something that I had my mama to do. And y'all, she did such a wonderful job. Shout out goes to my mama for helping us out and starting us some tomatoes and pepper seeds in my AeroGardens. I sent my 2 AeroGardens home with my mama when we left on a work trip back in February. And I bought the seeds, and I said, Mama, will you start us some plants? Do tomatoes in this one. Do me like 2 batches, which is like 12 plants. And then do peppers in this one. Do me 2 batches, which is like 12 plants. Y'all, I got to show y'all what she did. Shout out to my little mama. She helped us out. She spent time starting us some seeds in our AeroGarden, and got them. Ooh, y'all, I'll show them to you. And then when we got home, they came to visit us and brought my tomato plants and pepper plants, and I'm fixing to get them in the garden. So today's job is, just remind me, I'll have to remind myself, note to self, show y'all those when I get inside. But y'all, it's been raining. We've had to wait on the rain to pass. So we finally got to get out here. Dear hubby and one of our granddaughters, y'all. I've got 2 little granddaughters that's not scared to work. They're going to have awesome work ethics, I tell you that. She was right with us doing everything we were doing. She helped Poppy mow the yard. She helped Poppy get out here and run my tiller. That little girl is going to know how to use this farm equipment before she's 8 years old. She's already helping drive the Ranger. She's helping Poppy mow the yard with a 0-turn lawnmower. Y'all, I don't even know how to operate that thing. I'd be getting out there doing donuts. Help! Because I get confused on give me one that's got a steering wheel, okay? I can do that all day long. But these 0-turns, I'm kind of scared. Y'all, she sits up there with her Poppy. She mows this yard. She got out here. She helped him till my garden. She ain't scared of work. They got out here with me when it dried up a little bit, helping get some of these dead green bean vines off my cattle panels. And then before the rain came, we got ant bit, y'all. I stirred up 2 ant beds out here in this garden. I got to get those out. And one of my other little granddaughter, she got bit. Soon as she got in that ant bed and she got bit, she was gone. I'm done. Okay, so yeah, she was done. I got bit a couple of times, but I'm like, well, she got half a row. I dug the little trench. She was sprinkling the seeds, like sprinkling sprinkles on cupcakes and their waffles and stuff. Okay, I was like, just do it like you're sprinkling sprinkles on cookies or cupcakes. I got this, G-Mom. Okay, so the little one helped plant okra until she got halfway there and got into those ants that we stirred up with the tiller, and she was done. She got bit. I'm like, I'll finish. You did half of it. I'm so proud of you. We were going to get to the zucchini, but after that, the other granddaughter was like, Gma, I'm tired. Her little cheeks were so red. She was so tired. And then the one was like, she done got bit. They were done in the garden. So I was like, you know what? We'll get to it another day. But it rained the whole time they were here. So I'm like, y'all, if we get to do it, before y'all come back, we're just going to have to. But we'll save y'all something. They like working in the garden with us, y'all. So we have our work cut out for us. I'll show y'all. Let me turn you around. We've got to get all this down, bush hogged, disked up, burned down, whatever my husband's going to do. The fence was way down there. Every year before wintertime, we take our solar panel fence down and wrap it up, and we put it back in my garden shed. So it's time to get that back out, get the solar panels charged up. But I'm going to come way over here. Oh, if I don't step in a hole. Okay, I'm going to turn you around. This is all we're doing this year. This little patch right here. The cages, the panels are already up for my tomatoes and my peppers, because if you've noticed in my tomato growing video, we use cattle panels as our stakes for our tomatoes, and y'all, they work out perfect. You got cows, you're going to have some cattle panels. So I'm like, hey, can I have some? Sure. So here we are. All I've got to do, we're going to tie off right there and come across here with the electric fence, because y'all see, not my footprints, but y'all see these deer? They've been all out here, y'all, and I'm not about to put my tomatoes and my peppers out here until I get my fence up and they get zapped with it a few times and know to stay out before I put my tomatoes and my peppers out here. So yeah, I want them protected. Okay, so we're downsizing, and this is all we're doing this year. We're fixing to clean up. There's an ant bed right there. Y'all see that thing? We got to clean up under the fence, because y'all, if you don't keep up under your solar fence, if you don't keep the weeds down, see how tall those are over there? I'm fixing to have to get the little battery-operated weed eater. It's lightweight. I can handle it, y'all. And this is all I got right here to get. Get these weeds down. So when my son's going to come and help me, and we are going to get my fence back up. Right there's where the solar panel's going to hook to. And then we're just going to tie it off here. We've got to drive some T-posts in across here, and that's it. Then I'm going to just kind of weed eat this down, so when we get the fence up, it will not interfere with the charging, okay? It ain't gonna do no good to put a fence up and it won't charge because something's touching the fence. So that's all the work I gotta do today, because y'all see it's been raining. We gotta let it dry up just a tad before I can get in here and get my tomatoes and my peppers on that side. We've already got the okra, and it's right here. We've already got the okra planted right, where's my hand at? Right, talking hand right through here. Oh, I'm off right up through there. That's the okra. And y'all, I was only supposed to have planted half a row of okra and stop it right in there. The other half going up that way was going to be the zucchini, and just have one row. Y'all, I got in the zone, the planting zone, digging in the dirt. I was just having fun. I wound up planting a whole row of okra. So we're just going to share some more okra. Zucchini is going to go right here or here. I only need like 6 plants. The other half of this row, if I don't get too excited again, y'all, I'm just going to plant some sunflowers and some zinnias for pollinators, okay? Tomatoes are going to go here on these cages, and I may wind up not having to have both cattle panels, okay? But over here, I want, like I always do every year, I want a row of sunflowers and zinnias right here for pollinators and to feed the birds. So we are downsizing this year, but this is the work that we've got to do right now. So that's all this year, though, y'all. And when times we're not out here in the garden, our focus this year is going to be on flower beds because, y'all, last year we were so busy out here. Our flower beds literally just went to and looking so bad. We've got some rose bushes that we've had here for years that for some reason are just dying out. We do not know what happened. So we're going to focus on our house this year and the outside and the flower beds and the yard. My husband, that's his yard. He's proud of that because most of it is sod, y'all. He's proud of that. Our flower beds, he's proud of those. He's the rose bush guy. He loves his rose bushes. And so, yeah, we're downsizing here, only growing those 4 staples. Gonna lay back and relax and just work on our flower beds. So this is the work we have cut out for us here today and this season. If y'all, let's say we're gonna get this work done today, provided the rain holds, y'all. Provided the rain holds. We're just gonna put these T-posts up, run my fence, let it start getting charged a little bit. Because like I said, my mama didn't work hard growing those peppers and tomatoes for nothing, y'all, for the deer to come in here and eat them down to the nub, because they always do. If I plant something that is a plant before I get my solar fence up, they beat me to it, y'all. Not today, little Satans. Not today. I see you, because we've been seeing you on cameras. I know where you are. You have to talk to them. Okay, so, see, I've been seeing them here in my garden, but at least we got the okra planted. I think I can actually get in here and dig a little trench while the ground is still soft. It's easier to do it, y'all, when it's damp than when it's hard as a rock. So I think I can actually go ahead and just get 6 mounds of zucchini done, and the rest just do me a little trench and do me some zinnias and some sunflowers. Okay, to feed the birds and bring some life out here, some pretty color, butterflies, y'all, pollinators. So this is all we're going to do this year, is just plant those 4 staples. Now, when I get out here to start planting them, I may do a little clip and show you how I plant them. But if I don't get to, y'all go and on my gardening playlist. Or if you don't know how to get to a person's playlist on their channel, just scroll down through their videos, y'all. And I have one on planting my tomato plants. I take you through the whole season with my tomatoes, even getting them in the house and getting them in the jars. Okay, I show you how I plant them, what I put in the holes with them, how I stake them as they grow, how I prune them, ideas of what to do with the suckers, and into the hottest part of the season, what to do. And then, y'all, stretching you a little further into your fall season by the little hairs at the bottom of your plants. Y'all, you can actually take some of those and plant those in the ground and create a whole new plant and make it till your first frost. Y'all, go check out my gardening playlist, all of my videos pertaining my tomatoes, and it will get you through this whole season. I may not repeat those videos this season, but if I get to when I'm out here planting my tomatoes, I'll show you one more time, okay? And then peppers, I normally do the same with my peppers as I do my tomatoes, okay? So that's probably going to be like 2 days work, y'all, and the garden will be put in. Then it will just be maintaining it, okay? I've had people ask me, what do you use for pesticides? Okay, I'm going to tell you what we use. Neem oil, Neem oil. On the back, it shows it's a concentrate. On the back, you follow the directions if you have a gallon sprayer or whatever, or if you just want to mix up a bottle sprayer, okay, just for spot spraying. Neem oil keeps off a lot of bugs, slugs, stuff like that, and especially, y'all, those aggravating June beetles that comes every June and tears your crops up, okay? Diatomaceous earth. Food grade diatomaceous earth. You can sprinkle, y'all, you can actually put that in a gallon sprayer of water and spray and use as a pesticide. And it helps prevent powdery mildew on a lot of plants and helps give them a little extra nutrition, okay? Because there's minerals in diatomaceous earth. Wood ash on your zucchini and your squash and things like that. Don't put it directly on the plant, okay? Because it can burn it up. Not because the ash is hot, but because it's so strong. You don't want to kill your plant around the plant, okay? Y'all, if I'm just going to be honest with you, if we have a very bad season for bugs that none of that works, I will use permethrin, okay, which is a pesticide, a chemical pesticide, permethrin, and or Malathion, that's another one. Malathion, you can get them at your local co-op, Tractor Supply, any farm nursery like that. Permethrin or Malathion. Just remember those, okay? It depends on the winter that you had. If you had a freezing, icy, snowy, bitter cold winter, that next season, y'all, a lot of the bugs were killed out, okay? If you had a mild season, you might have trouble, because we've noticed that a couple of years when we've had extremely bitter colds, icy seasons that are not normal for our area, it wiped out a lot of the pests that we have trouble with, and our growing season is actually better. But if we have a normal season, we have bug problems. Okay, let's see if I can cover something else. Y'all, all winter long, I have saved eggshells. I'm going to put some of those in the holes with my tomatoes and peppers. I'm also going to put Epsom salt in the holes with my tomatoes and peppers. I do this all the time. What else can I just spit out right quick? That's all I can think of right now, y'all. I've got my little solar panels out here, trying to get a little bit of sun, y'all, to give us a jump start. My cat, I think she wants to help. Okay, so that is what's happening this year, y'all. Y'all, if y'all are growing other things and you want to know how to grow something, y'all, I've got plenty of videos on my gardening playlist. Let's see. Last year we grew. I'm going to start from that end and see if I can remember. Corn, okra, pumpkins, butternut squash, zucchini, squash, watermelon, green beans. We didn't do any tomatoes or peppers last year. I think we did a couple, but that wasn't one thing that we were going to have to focus on last year. He said just focus on the things that we need, okay? So I think that's what we had planted last year. I have videos on those, y'all. I show you how we planted our green beans, how we harvested them, how we canned them. I showed you all about my butternut squash, y'all. I know that's a long video, but I'm going to tell you right now, I took y'all from planting, maintaining, harvesting, and everything I did with those butternut squash to get them put up, okay? Zucchini, squash, y'all, I've got plenty of videos on showing you how I plant, maintain, harvest, and process and put up zucchini and squash in our freezers. My okra, I showed you that, from planting, taking care of. I showed you pickling okra and cutting up okra to fry. And I showed you how we plant our corn. Those are a separate video. I showed you how we plant our corn, show you how you know when it's ready to be picked. My husband squeezes in there and shows you that. Is that blue clouds I see behind me that rain coming? Please, 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 please. Hold off the rain, Lord. Okay, yeah. And then, y'all, how we take care of our corn and put it in the freezer. We're still eating off that stuff, y'all. So this year's just going to be a little lighter. So I'll try to squeeze in my process as I go and I plant things, but if I don't get everything this year and recreate those videos, y'all check out my gardening playlist. Everything we grow is on that list, okay? And then if you want to know how to process them and preserve them and get ready for canning season and harvesting and preserving season, y'all, all of my videos are organized on canning and preserving playlist. So I have a gardening playlist where I take you through and show you how we get our garden ready, how we plant everything, how we maintain it, take care of it, grow it, and then the canning and preserving list is all for when we harvest it and we either get it in a freezer bag or a jar. Okay? So, y'all check out those playlists, get ready for canning season, okay? Because I'm not going to recreate pickling okra or doing zucchini pickles because they're already there. I'm just showing you this year what we're doing and we're downsizing. So, I have work to do. When I get done out here and I go back inside, I will show you my plants that my mama did. Hey y'all, right quick, I've set y'all right there on the tire so I can show y'all something. I made me a couple of these this year for my gardening season. Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can set y'all and back y'all up. Oh, look at there. Y'all see this? I made these out of a pair of my husband's blue jeans, y'all. He's like, can you fix these? I said, no, I can't. I really don't know how to do that because the butt was all out, and I'm like, nope. He did it on the tractor one day, tore them all up, and I'm like, I can't do that. Can I have them now? And I was like, I got some ideas. So y'all, I made me 2 of these. Y'all see these? It has pockets. See, my phone goes in one, my do-rag, sweat rag goes in the other. It has pockets, y'all. Okay, I can put things in here, and I just had to put a few little ruffles on it, y'all, just because I'm frilly like that. I made me 2 of them. So I can put tools in here and just hold on my things, y'all. I love these things so much. I made me 2 of them. I just wanted to show y'all those, okay? I will see y'all when I get back inside. Ooh, y'all. Farming ain't pretty. Y'all, I have worked up a good sweat. I'm done for this morning. I weed eated around just that little area so they can get my solar panel fence up. I'm done. I planted the zucchini. I got 6 little mounds planted. They're in the ground. It's looking blue and cloudy again. I got to take a break. I'm getting too hot. Y'all see my cheeks? Ooh, so I told y'all I wasn't going to forget. I'm going to show you what my mama did for us. Are y'all ready for this? This is why I like our AeroGardens and starting seeds. Now, I'm not saying you can't start seeds in something else because by all means you can. But these helps us out, okay? Let me show y'all what my mama did. Do y'all see these tomato plants? There is 6 or 7 in this big pot right here. Do y'all see these things? They come up to my chest. That's the first batch. This is the second batch, half of the second batch, because I'll show you the other 2 in just a minute. This is the second batch. Y'all, I'm already getting, where were they? My granddaughter picked them out. Look at here. Look at that. Already getting a little mater. There's another mater. Oh, y'all, I'm getting excited. Look at that. Okay, this is the peppers, y'all. This is the peppers, and I think there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's either 5 or 6 in that one. And then she's got some more banana peppers that she is starting for us. And I think there's going to be 6 of those. So we'll be fixed up pretty much on peppers, just regular peppers like the red, yellow, and orange. And then banana peppers because my husband wants me to try Dear hubby wants me to try to pickle some banana peppers this year. I've kind of got like a taste for them since they're pickled. So, y'all, we're going to give them a whirl. Now, let me go over here and show you these. Because we just brought the smallest ones in right here. This goes with those others that was in the second batch. Y'all see those? They are up to my thighs, probably, past my thighs. Y'all, they're already blooming just a little. So, y'all, I got to get these in the ground. I got to hurry up and get these in the ground. She's got the rest of my peppers. And on top of that, while we were gone, I just wanted to do a little experiment. And some of the little snackable peppers that I was using to cook with that my granddaughters loves. Y'all, I just took some seeds out of there and dried them. And I just went to a little farm supply place out there and got one of those little jiffy, little small little seed starter things that's got the little dirt pellets and the little dome and all such as that. I want y'all to know, I got 12 more little peppers I came home with. Those have got to go in the ground. So we will have 12 little peppers. Yeah, 12, because I said I bought a little 12 pack. 12 more little snackable peppers for the granddaughters. So we're going to have peppers and tomatoes and okra and zucchini. Okay, it's just hot right now. I got to get me something to drink. I'm going to take a little rest until this evening, and we're going to get back out there and see what we can do before the rain comes again. So I will just let this be a running video, and I'll do all this in one video. So this evening, if it doesn't rain again, I will be getting back out there this evening, or I will be getting back out there in the morning. Y'all, I don't care if I have to get in the mud to put these in the ground. I don't really care, okay? I'm just ready to get in the dirt. So I'll see you in the next clip. I'm just going to have this a running video, okay? So I'll see you in the next clip after I've had some rest, okay? This tripod. I have 3 tripods, y'all. And only one of them wants to work right. But it's the one I use in the house. And I don't want to bring it out in the garden and get it all muddy and dirty. So y'all bear with me. In Jesus' name, tripod, mind your manners this morning. Good morning, y'all. It's the next morning. And y'all, I got to do this before the rain comes. I'm like, what's John Wayne say? We're burning daylight. Okay, we got to get out here and get this done. All I did yesterday evening when I came back out here for the second time, y'all, I was the cleanest person in our county yesterday because I took 2 showers. So I was clean. I was extra clean. Okay, I told y'all gardening and farming ain't pretty. No facial stuff this morning, you know, because I'm burning daylight. All I did yesterday, y'all, one of my sons came and helped me drive the T-post down, took half this fence line, and we put up the solar panel fence. The only thing we did wrong yesterday was we put the wrong battery pack. I knew that wasn't the right one, and I'm like, that don't look right. I remember there being a knob to turn on and off. I don't remember. So we're going to get that corrected today. When son gets off of work, he's going to come here and just change that out. So we drove that. Y'all have been busy already this morning. I had to get all my gear together this morning. And we are going to change out this box. We put the wrong one on. Got to change the box out. I got to test the voltage when he does get it on. All right. He ran my wire for me yesterday, and I'll show it to y'all. Dear son ran my wire for me yesterday, okay? So I got to go back through because we kind of went outside the line. Okay, I wanted the T-post here, okay, because that's where I had it weed eaten, okay? But you know what? He came and did it. He was in a rush, had to go check on the cows, all such as that stuff. He was already running late, so I'm like, you know what? Just put them up, I'll redo it. When somebody helps you, y'all, you just try not to complain. You can vent for about 5 or 10 minutes, but then, you know, get over it. Try not to complain. So all I got to do is just come back through here and weed eat right down this line again, so the weeds will not grow up to touch the wire, because if they do, it's not going to charge. So I'm going to get that taken care of today, and that's the only spot I have to do that in. But I'll come up here. I told you we already, I told y'all I'm going to try to get this done before lunchtime, y'all. We already got the okra planted. Let me show you. I did half a row of zucchini yesterday. I'm going to reserve the rest of this row for those little snackable peppers that are just still seedlings right now, that's too tender to go in the ground. They'll go at a later date. The end of here, I planted some zinnias. We'll see. The end of here, I planted some zinnias. We'll see. If I need extra space for something like tomatoes or peppers, I will just go ahead and put them right here. I will sacrifice the zinnias to make room for some extra peppers and tomatoes on both of these. All that's planted right here is just some little experimental sunflowers I'm doing. And let me tell you why I'm doing experimental sunflowers. Y'all, some seed prices are outrageous. I grow sunflowers every year for 2 purposes: to feed the birds and to attract pollinators. Okay, to pollinate our garden. Bring good stuff. Y'all, I plant mammoths, the ones that can grow like up to 8 feet tall. Okay? But y'all, those seeds are getting expensive. Almost $5 for a pack of just like 10 to 15 seeds. Just bust my bubble. And my mom and daddy feeds the birds and the squirrels all the time. And I went to Tractor Supply and I'm like, Mama, could I get like just sunflower seeds that you feed the birds and try that and grow some sunflowers? She said, yeah, but they won't get as tall as the ones that you want. Okay. And then I got to thinking, y'all, what about the little sunflower seeds that you get from the little convenience stores and you snack on them and you spit them out? My boys just love those, y'all. Baseball season, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, dugouts were full of sunflower seed holes. I don't know how they do it, y'all. I don't know how you put a whole pack, a whole mouthful of sunflower seeds inside the shell and crack one at a time, spit that hole out, and keep all the rest of them in your mouth at the same time. I've never mastered that, but they can. Anyway, I went to the convenience store, and I was like, we're going to try this. I just bought some of those little snackable, eatable sunflower seeds. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. Y'all, don't be afraid to just try things. See those clouds? Okay, so I'm just going to try it. If those sunflower seeds don't work, I think I'm going to go to the Tractor Supply or Lowe's or whatever and just get the bird sunflower seeds. Hey, girls, our dogs. The birds sunflower seeds, and just plant those. See if they can come up. They may be smaller, but they'll still feed the birds. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get busy before the rain comes, okay? Even if I have to stand out here and get this stuff in the rain. I'm burning daylight, y'all. That's the only thing we have to do this evening is just, I'm going to check here. I'm hoping when we put this fence up yesterday that it confused the deer that's been getting in here. I think it worked, y'all. I don't see any fresh tracks this morning. I think that deer's like, wait a minute, this wasn't here yesterday. What's this? Goody, goody. Maybe it worked. I don't see any deer tracks in the garden this morning. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Maybe it confused it yesterday. All right. Now, till we can get this fence charged, okay, then it'll definitely keep them out. All right. All I got to do this morning is get these tomato plants and pepper plants in the ground. Now, I am going to have to save room because my mama still has some more tomato plants bell pepper and banana peppers that were not ready right now. Then I have 12 little snackable peppers for our granddaughters, the little snackable, ones. So I got to save some room. I'm going to get in the ground what I can get this morning, what I've got here. Save room. I'm going to go tallest down because our sun is a S-U-N is on this side of the garden, which is that direction, okay? So smallest to tallest, back this way. I'm probably turned around wrong, which if I would have thought, I should have waited and planted the okra over here. Okra, then tomatoes, then peppers, then zucchini. That's what I should have done. I wasn't thinking, y'all, but we're going to correct it anyway. We're going to have sunflowers. We're going to have tomatoes on both sides of this cattle panel. Peppers on that side of the cattle panel. Both sides, probably both sides of the cattle panel. Yeah, so this is going to be tomato fence. That's going to be pepper fence. If I need extra room, I got those ends right there. I can sacrifice the zinnias. And I got half a row at the end of the zucchini if I need extra room for something I just might want to play with. Okay, let's get started. Let me show you, kitty cat, you're going to have to get out from under my feet because I can't walk with you wrapped up all up under my feet. Let me show y'all these things one more time, how my mama did. The plants that's coming next are just as big, y'all. Look at those. Look at those. Tomato pepper planting day. And this is just half of them, y'all. So, I'm going to get these in the ground. I will set y'all beside me and I'll show you one more time how I do these. And then we'll get the other end of that fence weed eated with my little handy dandy battery operated weed eater. Y'all, it's about the only one I can handle, but I have to take time with it and turns with it because y'all, that thing still wears me out. But you know what? I try, okay? So, not today, Satan. So I got all my equipment here and we're fixing to get started and I'll take you along with me. Y'all, I need to correct something. I was gathering all my supplies and I'm going to show you something. This is the neem oil that I was telling you about that we use. Neem oil. Directions are in a little packet on the back because it's concentrated. I said permethrin. It's permethrin. Hi, kitty cat. She's coming. Permethrin, okay? I get this at Stockdale's. It used to be our local co-op till they bought them out. I won't go there. And then, y'all, I didn't bring my glasses because I can't wear them out in the garden. You can use this Total Pest Control. The brand name is Bonide. You can use this, y'all. We also use 7 Dust, y'all, for those things that some of this other stuff just will not wipe out. There's certain things for certain bugs, okay? But we have a lot of good luck with neem oil, okay? And then we also use 7 Dust. I think I said diatomaceous earth. Okay, so, but I wanted to correct myself on that so I don't mislead anyone. So, I grabbed these because I'm fixing to put them in there. If I get to spray them today, I will, but I don't think it's going to do any good because it's just going to wash right off because it looks like rain. Okay, hi, kitty cat. Let me show y'all my kitty cat. Did my little farm cat, Annie. Hi, Annie. You only love on her terms when she wants to, y'all, you see my boots? When she wants to be loved on. If she don't want to be loved on, you can forget it. Okay, let's get started. Okay, y'all, got 7 holes dug first. I'm just going to show y'all this right quick, and then I'm going to finish the rest of them, and then I'm going to do my peppers. I'll show you how I do my peppers, but it's the same way as the tomatoes. Let me turn you around. I've got my holes dug. Now, you see what I did here? I'm trying to get I can't squat, y'all. I'm trying to get as close to this as I can, and the hole as close as I can because I want to use some little clips or ties for the main branch of the plant, which is going to be this as it grows. Try to tie this to your stake. Then you will have to kind of try to On these bigger ones, it'll be easier to show you. As they grow, y'all, you're probably still going to have to lift up some of your outer branches that's sprawling out. That's just a given with tomato plants, y'all. But you do want to tie your main stem, okay? These are branches, these are stems. That's what you want to tie to something sturdy. I tried to get the holes as close as I could to that so we can tie the branches, the stems, all the way up. Now you'll have to run string or something around your plant to keep the branches from breaking off when they get loaded with tomatoes, okay, as they grow. So I have 7 holes dug, okay? In the holes, I put Epsom salt, okay, to help give them some extra nutrition and prevent a lot of funguses and diseases that tomatoes are prone to get. Powdery mildew, blossom end rot, any kind of fungus, y'all, okay? I'm going to start with the smaller ones and show you how I'm just going to gently take my little shovel and section these out. And I'm going to use some of the dirt too to go down in the hole, okay? You don't want your root system setting directly on fertilizer or salt or something, but you can have like a little dirt layer in between. The roots will eventually spread out and go down and draw up those nutrients, okay? But don't ever put fertilizer touching directly to your roots or your leaves, stems, branches. As your plant grows, you go around the plant, okay? So, I'm going to see, y'all, look at this root system. My mama did a good job. Look at that. So I'm going to get a little bit of dirt out of this pot and just sprinkle over the Epsom salt to give me that little barrier to protect against the roots. Ooh, y'all, it's a good thing I dug that thing deep. Now I'm going to try to get this as close to that trellis as possible because I actually have some tomato clips I'm going to use, y'all, on this. It's muddy. I'm going to get muddy. We're fine. We're all fine. Okay. So this is going to work out perfect, y'all. I'm going to try to place it like I want it to where it will grow like thusly. Y'all know those eggshells? Then I'm going to just start packing my dirt around it. Y'all know those eggshells I spent all winter saving and drying and crushing, and I put them out here in my garden shed to use to put in the holes with my tomatoes. They're not in my garden shed. They've been thrown away or done away with. I have no clue why. That's something I will have to ask my little family. And I'm not a cussing woman. I do use a little word sometimes that my mama doesn't like, and it's not really a cuss word. It's just another word to take the place of another cuss word. But my little mama has told me she doesn't like it. I love her and I respect her, so I'm not going to use it anymore. But that's what I'll do. Okay. I don't have any eggshells right now to put in these holes, along with the Epsom salt. I don't know what happened to them. I'm going to finish doing that all the way down this row. I'll show you what they look like in just a minute, and I'll show you them tomato clips and where you can get them. All right, y'all. All the tomatoes are planted successfully. I got this whole front row, and I have one on the back side of this one. And then I will go down the other side, the back side, with the next batch that's just too young to put out right now. So I'll have this whole row right here of tomatoes. Now, let me tell y'all some things I did. I know what you're thinking. I got a lot of weeds in here. Y'all, This was our green bean fences from last year. That's what we used them for. Right now, I'm focusing on getting these things in the ground. I'm feeling sprinkles. I got to get them in the ground first. I can always come back and clean up between these plants and finish taking off vines that we didn't get the other day. And that's fine. Let me show y'all something else I did. When you get these in the ground, if you do not need to let branches touch the ground. Tomatoes, and I've had to prune some. I had to take this branch off here because it was touching the ground. Tomatoes, do not, y'all, I'm sweating. Tomatoes, don't let your branches touch the ground because tomatoes really do not like to be watered from above down. They just don't. But y'all, you can't stop the rain unless you have like a little hoop house. That may be in our future just for our tomatoes to stretch across some cattle panels. Okay? I'm pondering that in my mind for a couple of years from now, maybe next year. Okay. They like to be watered from the roots. Okay? But you can't stop the good Lord's rain. Okay? Do what you gotta do. But when rain splashes on mud or soil, it splashes onto the plant, and that's where you can get a lot of funguses and diseases if there's something in your soil. Later on, just not today, right now, I'm just focusing on getting these in the ground. The next thing I'm going to do is clean up between the plants, get these vines off, and I'm going to try to use some old scrap hay and mulch around my tomato plants to stop some of that splashing, okay? I just can't do it today. Now, okay, so prune, cover up, and then I'll show you on this back side. Let me walk around. On this back side, y'all, I'm staggering where I put the holes, okay? And I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how on that side, I got one there and one there. On this side, I'm putting them in between. I'm going to keep them closer together to where that way, if I have to tie up some that's close together, doesn't take as much string or clips, okay? See? Okay, what else do I need to say about the tomatoes before I move on to the peppers? Oh, let me show you these clips. Here's another thing. Y'all, you can use a shovel to dig your holes. Tomatoes love to be able to spread out to create that root system, okay? They love to spread out. You can dig a big hole with your shovel or post hole diggers. Do them wide and deep so they have room to spread. That creates a bigger plant and juicier, bigger tomatoes. Or if you want to, this is a little contraption dear hubby bought at Tractor Supply. It goes on the end of your drill. It's like a little mini auger. But y'all, it's a little muddy out here. And that's just going to bog down my drill battery. And I'd probably never make it through all these plants anyway. So I just used a shovel. I'm not going to be able to move tonight. I just didn't have a whole bunch right now. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay, I almost had a Tom and Jerry moment a while ago, y'all. If you know anything about Tom and Jerry, and he steps on that rake, I almost had a Tom and Jerry moment a while ago. I stepped on the hoe. Oh, yeah, blame hoe. Okay, y'all, that was a funny. Funny. Well, it was a hoe. No, it was a shovel. But I have stepped on a hoe before, y'all, and almost did the same thing. Darn shovel. Okay. Okay, now let's. Oh, clips, y'all. I'm flabbergasted, y'all, because I'm in a hurry. I can't think straight. Let me show y'all these clips. I found these at Dollar Tree, $1.25. I got like 15 packs, y'all, because I don't know how many it's gonna take. Plant clips, y'all. I am an affiliate with Dollar Tree. Excuse me, y'all, got dirt in my mouth. Just don't spit in the wind, okay? I did that up there a while ago and the wind was blowing right in my face. So there you go. I got a little face washing with my own spit. Okay. Oh, I was saying something. Y'all can't think this morning. Okay. I am an affiliate with Dollar Tree. I love me some Dollar Tree. I will leave my link in the description box below, you can go and get a whole case of these, y'all, if you want to. I'll leave my link to them, and I'll show you. Also, in the description box below, I'll leave my Amazon store link where our little pots, self-watering pots that 2 of these came in. I'll show you how they work. It's a pot. This is your water reservoir. This is your pot with, see those slits? Put it right in there. Here's a string that goes in the bottom, hooked in them little holes right in there. The string seeps into the water. It goes up the string and waters your plant from the bottom. Indoor plants. I'll have these in my Amazon store. Our two AeroGarden starter pack kits, hydroponic system is in my Amazon store. Anything to do with gardening is on my garden essentials list. Okay, now let me show you how these little clips work. Y'all, I'm impressed. There's 3 different sizes in here when I opened this up. Large, medium, and small. So of course, I'm going to use the large ones for the stems. This is all it does, y'all. You just clamp it on there. And I got one there. And I got one just a little further up because this one's just going to keep growing, y'all. And as the plant grows, I'm going to keep doing the main stem, okay? If I've got branches that just start getting heavy, that's where the smaller ones are going to come in at, y'all. I'm loving these. Let's finish the rest of these tomatoes, shall we? All right, y'all, on to the peppers. Had me a little sit-down water break for just a second because my cheeks are getting red, y'all. Y'all, the Lord is so good. He's just holding off that rain. The sun's tried to peek through a few times. Woo, okay, thank you, Jesus. Okay, I text my mama and I said, how many more tomato plants do I have? So I've got 4 more, okay? So I reserved 4 more holes, 4 more spots. To save space, I'm going to finish the rest of this row out with peppers and start those. I have 6 pepper plants so far. I have 13 more bell pepper plants, 6 banana pepper plants, and 12 snackable pepper plants. So yeah, this whole fence right here is going to be all in peppers. And so I'm going to save space and finish this fence out with these 6 peppers. All of those other peppers are going to go on this fence. And then if I run out of room, I'll just go to the other end of my zucchini row. So I'm doing the peppers the same way. I got the holes dug, Epsom salt in the bottom, little layer of soil. I'm fixing to drop these in each hole, cover them up. And y'all, I might go ahead and start staking just the bottom of my pepper plants to give them a little bit of stability. I'm loving these clips, y'all. Look at that. I'm loving these clips. It's going to train them the stems to go straight. I've already had to clip some of the branches to keep them from falling over. I'm loving that, y'all. And I was able to go down through and clean up some of the row, y'all, same time I was clipping. All right, so let's get these peppers in the ground. All right, y'all, tomatoes and peppers successfully planted, the ones that were ready right now. Front row tomatoes. Backside will be more tomatoes when they get done. And then I finished up that row with peppers. I'm gonna start here with one lonely little pepper. Both sides of this fence is gonna be full with the remaining peppers. Y'all, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something. I will take y'all through the next stage in another video. See those clouds? He's holding it off, y'all, till I get in the house probably. I'll take you through the growing season in the next video, show you what's working, what's not, if they got pummeled to death, or if they're surviving. The next video will be like, did they grow? Did they work? Did they survive? Okay, help me remember that. That might be my title of the next video on these tomatoes and peppers, okay? Y'all, I hope I've helped you some. If you want to know more about the AeroGardens, it's an aquaponics system, y'all. Look, I got stuff all over my mouth. I'm dirty, y'all. If you want to know more about the hydroponics or aquaponics, some people call it, that system, AeroGarden, y'all, I've got it in our Amazon store if you decide you want one. If you don't, that's fine, okay? If you're interested in it, y'all, I have and you get you one or two. I have 2 videos on my gardening playlist, I think. That one is setting up the aquaponics, my AeroGardens, how they work, what they do, the purpose of them. It is so easy, y'all. I have 2. I did the first one. Then I let my granddaughters come in and plant things in the second one and set it up all by themselves. That's how easy it is. The second video is all about caring for your AeroGarden, maintaining your AeroGarden. And I think I replant some plants, some seeds that I started in there, and I show you how to take, when they get big enough, to repot so you can start something else behind those. I think I walk you through transplanting some to pots, which is the next stage to get a little bit bigger. Then you can start hardening them off and then putting them outside. I think I show you how I actually take some out of the AeroGarden, trim the roots off, because y'all, them roots are going to get intertangled with each other in there. I show you how to trim the roots on them without killing the plant, get them into bigger pots for the next growing stage, then hardening them to get them in the garden, okay? So there's 2 videos on that on my gardening playlist, the hydroponic system, okay? Watch those videos if you think you're interested in one, and you'll see how easy they are. Every one of these tomatoes and pepper plants were started in the AeroGarden. The second batch is still at my mama's till they get just a little bit bigger, to be either put outside or to transplant into some pots for the next stage, okay? So there will be more to come, okay? But y'all, if you're not a believer and you get offended by prayer or something like that, you might want to stop the video here, because y'all, this is something I always do over my garden after I get done planting. I am a firm believer in prayer, because y'all, I would not be here today making videos and having fun if it wasn't for my grandmother's and my mama's prayers. I want to throw something in there, okay? I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for my mama's and grandmother's, my grandmother and my mama's prayers. I'm a living testimony. I was a stupid kid, y'all. I was a stupid teenager. I did stupid stuff, took too many chances. I'm alive and well today because of my mama's prayers, okay? I'm still apologizing to my mama for being that stupid kid. But I'm a firm believer in prayer. I grew up on it. My papa was a preacher till he got bedridden, okay? And he passed. He was a preacher. I was raised in church. I'm a firm believer in prayer. It works, y'all. I taught my boys. I'm teaching my granddaughters. Usually they're here with me to pray over that last little thing in the garden, y'all. But they're not here today, and I got to get this done, so it's left up to me. So y'all, I'm not doing this for show. This is something I always do. I grew up doing this. I watched my grandparents do this when they got done planting, and it's just burned in me, and it's what I do. I'm going to pray over my garden right now, y'all, because I have successful years when I pray over my garden. Last year, we sat right here. We got done planting, and my granddaughter sat right over there on that garden shed step. And both of them sit there and prayed over our garden. Now, I want to tell y'all what. We had more stuff than we knew what to do with. The Lord hears your prayers, y'all. And like I said, if you're offended, you're not a believer, you don't believe in all this, I don't hold it against you, okay? you can end the video here because that's exactly what I'm fixing to do, and I'm not ashamed of it. Okay? Y'all, you do not have to have elaborate prayers like Shakespeare or Ralph Waldo Emerson that we studied about in literature class. Hi, Miss Clark. my literature teacher and English teacher, my favorite teacher, one of my favorite teachers. Hi, Miss Clark. And Miss Gully, she's passed on. Anyway, yeah, you don't have to pray elaborate prayers, because let me tell y'all something. Have y'all seen in the Psalms some of David's prayers? He wasn't that elaborate. His enemies are coming after him. Saul's coming after him to kill him. All these tribes are coming after him to kill him and seek him out. 2 words he prays in Psalm. Help God. Help me, God. Simple prayers. Y'all, sometimes my prayer sounds like a 2-year-old. Y'all, because I can just spit it out and just like pour my heart out to God, and he listens. He knows what I'm saying. He knows my heart. He knows what you're saying. He knows your heart. You don't have to get elaborate. You don't have to be Shakespearean to pray at sprinkling. You don't have to be Shakespearean to pray. Pour your heart out. Tell God your concerns. I taught my boys. You teach children. Just talk to God, Jesus, like you would if you was just sitting down talking to your best friend and he's right beside you. That's all. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be elaborate. Y'all, come on. Just talk to him. That's all you got to do. So, I'm going to pray over my garden, y'all, because I do it every year, and I will not hold back. So, I'm going to pray over it. We are going to end it after that, and probably get inside and watch the bottom fall out. And I will see y'all in the next video for, is it surviving? Is this going to work? Are they growing? We'll see. Dear Lord, right now, dear Lord, I come to you as your daughter. In the name of Jesus, I'm asking you to touch everything I have just planted, dear God. I'm asking you, dear Lord, that it survives, it grows, it produces. You protect it from hail, winds, storms, anything that comes its way, dear Lord, that you just help my garden to produce and to grow for my family's needs, dear Lord. I thank you for hearing my prayers, dear God. I'm asking for a successful growing season, dear Lord, this year. When they need rain, I'm asking you to bring it. When they need sun, I'm asking you to bring it. When they need protection, I'm asking you to bring it in Jesus' name. Thank you for hearing my prayers, and I'm looking forward to a successful season, because I'm trusting and I'm believing in you, that you said that we ask and we shall receive the desires of our hearts. And that's what I'm asking. In Jesus' name, amen. I kid y'all not. My behind didn't even get in the back door good, and it starts raining. I asked the Lord to hold it off till I got inside, and y'all, he did. Isn't God good? This will give them a little jump start and get them to going without me having to water. Thank you, Lord, for watering them right after I planted them. It's not coming a heavy downpour. It's just a sprinkle, y'all, so it's not going to pummel them to death. Y'all, the Lord is good. I will see y'all in the next video.